Get his book out now.
All right, Unique Mecca audio, man. Let me tell you about this one. All right, I'm in Lee County, Virginia, man. I'm there, my man, you know what I mean, from New York. He caught his case down in D.C. He was in Lawton, started off in Lawton. Then when they brought the D.C. prisoners over into the feds, you know what I mean, he wound up coming over with them. So he know all the D.C. players, you know what I mean, because he ran on the streets with them, hustle crack with them back in the days, robbed with them, stick up with them. You know what I mean, did all the dirt in Lawton, you know, in order for Lawton to get closed down. He was a part of all that. Big shout out to Lawton. It's Lawton, Virginia, but that's where they kept the D.C. prisoners. But we out in the yard and we chilling. We in Lee County. I just get there from Florida, you know what I mean? From Coleman, Florida. After leaving Lump Park, they sent me over there. I lasted 2 weeks. Some crap happened back in Lump Park. They thought I sent the hit back, this and that, all types of crap. So it come back over here to me. You know what I mean? So now I'm in Lee County, Virginia. So we get to Lee County. I meet up with the homie, and you know, the homie trying to do his thing. He like to gamble. That's all they do. He sit in the yard all day. You call a dude like that a yard dog. You know what I mean? He in the yard from 8 o'clock in the morning till they close at 4 o'clock, and then back out there again from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock when they close it. Straight yard dog. All right, you got that? Just so you know what we dealing with. Now we out there in the yard and he come up to me. I'm working in the unicorn factory. I'm learning how to make jackets like this. That's why I'm wearing this Oakley joint. You know what I mean? So I'm in there learning how to sew with the Juki and all of that. You know what I mean? Because they did the seamstress work over there in the factory and I wanted to learn everything. So I'm a master seamstress now. But anyway, so we out there and he come to me and say, yo, you man, you know what I mean? Hook me up so that I can get some money. I need like 300 books. So that I could start a skin game in the yard. You know what I mean? Skin game is a fast-paced card game that, you know, you gamble on. People from the South know what it is. I'm going to break down the skin game later on to y'all. I know a lot of y'all might not know. And a lot of y'all do know. You know what I mean? But it's an old Southern game that, you know, they play in the joint. So he go out there, he come get the books. I give him 300 books of stamps. So he go out there with the other partner from Brooklyn. But the partner from Brooklyn never caught his case in D.C. He a serious dude. You know what I mean? My other partner, so he don't really mix with too much of nobody. But he puts his work in, push that knife. So they out there playing the skin game. I'm at work, you know what I mean? Next thing I know, you know, I go eat, you know, lunchtime. When I go eat in the kitchen, I run into them, you know, when the unicorn go eat, they filling me in, yo, the game going good, yo, we up right now, man, we up like 600 books of stamps, da-da-da-da, yo, you want some? I said, nah, I'm going back to work, just keep doing what you're doing, I'll see you, you know, when I get off work at 3:30. So I go back into work, and now while I'm in the work, the deuces go off. Woo, 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 woo. So now when the deuces go off, police from the unicorn, everybody run out there, da-da-da-da. So then when they come back in now, you know, whoever was out there on the move or whatever, they come back in the joint and they telling everybody who it was that the deuces went off that they took to the hole. You know what I mean? So now they telling me that it was my homie Shah. You know what I mean? My big homie. That was out there running the skin game with the other homie. You know what I mean? His name is Shah too. I'm gonna give you his name. You know what I mean? Official dude. You know what I mean? So the two Shahs is out there. The big Shah, he gets into the yard at the skin game for something. He goes to the shoot. So now we back there, we chilling. And I'm waiting till the move go out so I can find out what happened and what happened with this skin game and what happened with the money and everything. Because my money's involved in it. And I know, you know what I mean? Shah ain't going down without the money. You know what I mean? And he ain't going to let nothing happen to the money because, you know, that's what type of dude he is. You know what I mean? Caught his case in North Carolina. The other Shah caught his case down in D.C. Big shout out. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Caught his case down there in D.C. Good dude. He from Brooklyn. So now, we in there, we wonder what's going on. So I'm thinking, do I got to bring the knives out or what? But I know they already got their knives out. It's 3:30, so I don't want to walk out there and walk into something that's an ambush and I ain't got my joint on me. You know what I mean? So now I got to go to my stash and go get the joint and tell the other homies that work in the unicorn with me, yo, get your joint, because they said that was Shaw went to the hole. You understand what I'm saying? And he got into it with one of the DC dudes. And you know, DC ain't nothing to play with. You know what I mean? Let's just get that straight. So he gets into it, one of the DC dudes. So we get our knives, we go out to the yard, and you know, we mess with the DC dudes. That's family. You understand? Big shout out to Goldie Dobie, Hawkeye, Pudgy. You know what I mean? Those are all the good men that was out there. A few of the good men that was out there. You know, they was in my unit. That's why I shouted them out. But anyway, so I know I'm good with them. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, they said the homie got into it with him out in the yard. So now when we walking out there to find out what happened, my man Shaw waiting for me at the door. So as soon as he wait for me, you know what I mean? The other Shaw, not the one that got into it, the DC dude, this the Shaw that's from, you know, DC is what you could call it, because he called his case in DC and did time in Lawton. So as soon as I come out, I pull him up. I say, yo, what happened, homie? And he's feeling me, and he's like, nah, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with the car. You know, we cool with DC. You know, we got the alliance with him, everything good with DC, you know, and us. You know, he said, but nah, the nigga from DC that I used to gamble with and, you know, cheating, you know, they do their little thing because they yard dogs. So if they could slide, you know, a deck in or something, or it's, you know, whatever they could do to try and, you know, come up with somebody else's card game is what they do. But I gave my man, you know, his own stamps for him to do his own thing. So while he out there doing his own thing, his man now, the one from DC that normally do the scams with him in the yard, you know, he turned around and he loses his money. So when he loses money at the table, you know what I mean? My man say, yo, we was up 900 books, man. Off the 300 books you gave us. By lunchtime, we was up, we had 600 books. And by 3 o'clock, you know what I mean? We had 900 books of stamps, almost 1,000 books of stamps, man. And then all of a sudden, you know, out of nowhere, you know, the dude from DC, he gonna point out, he gonna say, nah, the deck that he using, he grabbed the wrong deck. You know, talking about my man Shaw, the other one that went to the hole. He said, yo, Shaw grabbed the wrong deck, and he was using a deck of cards with 51 cards in it. It didn't have 52 cards, so I want my money back. So once he said that, everybody else look, they counted the cards, they see the 51 stamps, so they tell their homies, yo, we want our money back. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all was using a faulty deck with 51 cards, and skin is a game where you counting the cards as they're coming out like any other gambling game, so you can't count the cards if there's a card missing. So he turns around now, and as soon as he says that, the dude that said that it was the mark deck, the DC dude, my man Shaw, the one from Brooklyn, caught his case in Carolina that don't really deal with a lot of people. He on some serious time. He turns around and he hooks off on the dude from DC that said that it was only 51 cards in it and snuffed them. Bong. So he get to fighting, and while they out there fighting and going at it, the deuces come off. So when the deuces come off, all the police run out there. They break everything up. They lock my man up. They lock the DC dude up. You know what I mean? So this is what my man filling me in on now. My Shaw, the one from Brooklyn, the one I deal with that caught his case in Lawton. So he said, nah, that nigga, he did that. And that other dude from Carolina was with him with that. Talking about was with the DC dude that pointed out that it was a faulty deck. I said, what do you mean? He said, yeah, that dude was with him. I said, was he in the yard? He said, nah, he wasn't in the yard. He said, but I'm a F him up anyway. You understand? He said, I'm a F him up anyway because, that's his man. I said, but that's your man too. The three of y'all used to cheat together before you came to me to get the 300 books. He said, yeah, I know, but, I can't let the big homie go to the hole and I don't go to the hole. So I'm going to just snuff, dude, man, that he was fighting in the yard. So at least we both up there. He said, it don't look right. The big homie up there for fighting for the game. You know what I mean? For fighting for your, for the stamps, your money, my money, the game. And then I'm down here. You understand what I'm saying? And so is the dude's partner down here. You understand what I'm saying? I said, well, you know what it is, nigga. Welcome to prison. Do what you got to do. So we walking down the joint. He sees the dude coming and he's going towards his unit. So as soon as he goes towards his unit, my man Shaw, the one that caught the case in DC, he jumps out and he starts punishing the dude. The dude don't even know it's coming because that's his man. They cool. You understand what I'm saying? But he down with the dude from DC that pulled the stunt. And our man Shaw is in the hole right now for snuffing the DC dude that played the games. You understand? But the men in the DC car it don't ride with the foolery and the cheating and the card game and all that. So they wasn't having none of that. So they let it rock out. So my man Shaw, as soon as he see the tall dude from Carolina, he just start hooking off on him. Boom, boom, boom. And they get to fighting on the rail. Now the Carolina dude is like 6'4", 6'5". My man Shaw like 5'10" and chubby. You know what I mean? But, Shaw don't care. He gonna make sure he put his licks in. The homie in the hole, I'm going to the hole because it was over our game. So there ain't no way in hell one of us going without us both going. But I say all that to say that's how loyalty go. So if you youngins don't understand how this thing go, man, you got to roll just like how dude was walking down was an innocent bystander because he wasn't in the yard at the time it happened because he went to a call out. You understand what I'm saying? But he was down with the dude that did the bull crap. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the same way he got punished. So you could imagine your man doing something, you all the way at the other end of the jail, and then you walking out and walking, here go dude wailing on you. And the only reason he didn't put the knife in him is because he knew him and it was his man. They was all cheating partners. You understand what I'm saying? But just to explain that to you so you understand how this thing, the mechanics of the prison work is, bottom line is, all dude from DC had to do that peak that the dude that the homie Shah grabbed the wrong deck with 51 cards. All he had to do was just pull Shah aside, either Shah, and say, yo, you grabbed the wrong deck, get it out of there. You know what I mean? So nobody else don't know, but give me my money back. You understand? Because I lost my money. Because they partners. You know what I mean? The short Shah and this dude from DC, they both partners. They got a communication. So all he had to do was let him know, yo, dog, I want my money back because you're using the wrong deck, and put the right deck in there for everybody else peeking. But instead, he's saying in front of everybody, yo, you're using a deck with 51 cards. So now instead of just giving him back his little 20, 30 books he might have lost, now we got to give back 800, 900 books of stamps. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why the homie Shah, the one that was running the game, he took off on him and stole on him. Boom, and they got to fighting. So then now, that's why the other Shah had to whoop the other dude. You understand what I'm saying? Because that was his partner, the one that pointed out that it was a short deck. Y'all keeping up with this? I hope I ain't talking too fast. And I hope you youngins understand that this how this thing go, man. You know what I mean? You guilty by affiliation. You understand what I'm saying? So they get to fight, boom, 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 boom. So they get locked up. Now when they get locked up, they let the DC dude back out. Because, the DC car is big and they know this dude is always into some crap like that. I ain't got to say his name, but from DC. No, he's a yard dog that do nothing but cheat at card games and all that, because he know that the DC car is strong and he expect the dudes at the card game to respect the DC car and not do nothing to him. But the dudes at the card game don't know the DC dudes ain't gonna ride with that bull crap, but they ain't gonna let them do nothing to their DC homie. If they was to bring it to the DC homies that, yo, dude cheated on the card game, the DC homies would have made sure he paid it back, handle him, or whatever it had to be done. But they wasn't gonna let another car chastise him, because we don't do that in the joint. We chastise our own. You understand what I'm saying? So now, after that happened, they go to hole, so they let Marty, oh man, I done said his name. They let dude back out the hole. You understand what I'm saying? So they let dude back out the hole, and the dude from Carolina, being that the Carolina car, no disrespect to the Carolina car, but just keeping it 100, you know what I mean? Being that the Carolina car wasn't known for pushing the knives like the New York and DC car and going hard like that, they winds up transferring the North Carolina dude that the homie jumped on in the walkway. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? So when he leaves at the same time when I'm getting ready to leave, and we both go through transit together, and we meet up in Atlanta USP. So we in the holdover in Atlanta USP. He going to FCI, a matter of fact, and I'm getting ready to go to another joint. So when we meet up over there, we talking about it, and we laughing about it, and the Carolina dude they transferred said, man, them SIS, they soft. I don't know why they did that. They know that we was all down. They know me, Shah, and dude that.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. Heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio.
Mecca what? Mecca audio.
like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top Beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.